What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode, we are diving into the coup on Axis as we continue our journey through Mobile Suit Gundam Char's deleted affair. Last time, the Ingolstadt returned to Axis right as the coup was breaking out. The moderates found new information that would confirm Enzo is a traitor, but Enzo attacked before they were able to bring him to tribunal. In this episode, Char and his team will launch and fight against the hardliners. They will sneak on board Axis, take down Enzo from the inside. So let's get into this. The hardliners, who now refer to themselves as the true Principality of Zeon, are now in the midst of their coup. Ricardo informs Char that Hines was killed by the hardliners when he found evidence against them. He is using the Admiral's illness to mount an uprising. Haman wants to know more about her father, but all he knows is that the Admiral lost consciousness 2 days ago. Haman says she will go out in the Schneeweiss. Char tells her that she doesn't know what she is up against. Of course, she says that she will do what she must to protect her father. Char allows her to launch too, but reminds her that the enemy is her own people and to prepare herself. They try to get into contact with Enzo, but it is no use. Char, Andy, and Gerard head out. Gerard's prototype Rickdom Zwei is having generator issues, and he will need some more time. The YMS-09R2 prototype Rickdom 2, or Rickdom Zwei, is similar to the production version, and takes on many design features of the Dom Troppen. It is equipped with a scattering beam gun, a heat saber, a 90mm machine gun, a giant bazooka, the Rakuten bazooka, and a Sternfaust. They have to launch without him. Enzo is informed of a ship approaching from S-Field. It is the Ingolstadt. He believes that if Fabian and Natalie succeeded in their mission, then Char would align themselves with the hardliners. He tells his men to prepare themselves just in case Char decides to go against them. Haman, Char, and Andy head out. Enzo is informed that they launched mobile suits, so he puts the Tusche Schwarz on standby. Sumeri is once again concerned about pushing the mobile suits to 12 bits as she believes it is only tested for 8, but Becky doesn't listen. Damn it, Becky. Some men approach Rakin Dakarin and ask him to pilot a mobile suit for the new principality. He wants to know on whose orders, and they tell him it is Captain Enzo. He doesn't like any of this and refuses to fight. They detain him with the others who refuse. Rakin is confined with Mikhail, who is more interested in letting the two sides fight it out while he kicks back. Enzo and his men were able to gather 30 mobile suits for his cause, while the moderates only have 12, but 2 were already shot down. It isn't looking good. Char's team begins attacking. They start with the commander units. Enzo is informed that Char's team is attacking their men and has taken out 9 of their mobile suits already. He sends out the Tusche Schwarz. The MS-09RN-2 Tusche Schwarz is the predecessor to the Schneeweiss. It is German for ink black. The bits are integrated into the main body, removing the need for the bit carrier. The Psychomu system itself was not perfect and placed high stress on the pilot, requiring the need for drugs. I love drugs. Because the bits were increased to 12, they created the short bit to fit them onto the mobile suit. The scientist tells Becky to activate the controller on the enemy mobile suits. Suddenly, Char, Haman, and Andy's mobile suits stop responding. Remember that device that Andy found on his mobile suit while on Ambrosia? It seems it completely shuts down the mobile suit. They are dead in the water. The Tusche Schwarz comes in to attack Char's team when Ilya and Gerard comes in to help. Ilya is piloting a Kampfer. I assume it's Fabian's old Kampfer. Ilya goes to protect the downed mobile suits. The Tusche Schwarz unleashes their bits on Ilya. They hit one of her cannons, but Becky notes that they dodged every attack, so they must be a new type. Ilya focuses and shoots. She is able to take down 3 bits. Becky's bit operating time extended beyond 2 minutes. Sumeri calls for her retreat. Something is wrong with Becky in the cockpit. The Ingolstadt makes its way closer to Axis. Enzo wants to fire anti-air cannons, but they must recall all of their units first. He decides to call them back. Natalie realizes that they are trying to fire their cannons on the Ingolstadt. They hide in the shadows of an asteroid so Axis can't attack them. The team is back on board the ship. The technicians inform Char that they noticed the chip back on Ambrosia and it is embedded into the system. If they remove it, there is a chance their mobile suits may not function again, but they may be able to rewrite the software embedded on the chip itself. For this, they require Natalie's skill set. She will try her best. Becky is in the ICU. She most likely won't ever recover from this. Sumeri is outside crying. She leaves and heads to her office, where she makes a copy of the data they have on Gundarium Gamma. If you have watched our latest video on Zeta Defined, we see that she gave this data over to Anaheim Electronics and used it to help Char create the prototype Rick Diaz. We see here that it was initial research and development from Axis. She reformats the hard drive to her computer and leaves. She says she can't stand a place like this anymore. Enzo controls 75% of Axis currently. The areas that the moderates currently control have no ration supplies. They think that they could starve them out in a matter of 1 week. Redker informs Enzo that Char's team shot down many of their commanders during the previous attack. They prepare for a second attack, but Enzo wonders if they need to use mobile suits. He informs him that Becky is a vegetable. He contacts Dr. Magani, but he eases his mind and tells him that he has a new pilot. It is Yayoi. She is willing and ready to help out. Enzo promotes her to the rank of warrant officer. Meanwhile, Haman cries, knowing that even though they returned, she can't be by her father's side. August 3rd, the Vice Admiral suggests to Char that he go to Axis so he could end this rivalry. Char can't afford to allow that. They might still kill him and simply blame it on an accident. On Axis, Dr. Magani is trying to get the Tusche Schwarz calibrated to Yayoi's needs. He tries to enhance her with his shady-ass cyber new type drugs. She is hesitant at first, but eventually gives in as she wants to be the best. Ricardo goes to the infirmary to find Sumeri. She was shot while trying to flee to the moderate camp on the other side of Axis. He came to ask about this new unit she was working on. August 8th. Enzo's team hasn't heard anything from the moderate team. It is only a matter of time until they starve. Meanwhile, the moderates are meeting. They can't hide that they're running out of food to their men. Ricardo informs Jeremy that 3 mobile suits were heavily damaged, 6 were slightly damaged, and all but 1 pilot made it back safely. He also informs them that the hardliners have a mobile suit designed specifically for new types. He becomes sad, most likely knowing that Yayoi is the new pilot. He must launch and talk to the Ingolstadt crew. Natalie has been up for the past 3 days working. Haman finally added the Psychomu system back to the Schneeweiss. Ilya informs Haman that this new mobile suit is quite amazing, but the pilot seems to be new to it. They get a signal of a ship approaching. It is Ricardo. He catches them up on the situation. He even lets the team know about Yayoi. When he says her name, Natalie remembers that she saw data back on Side 3 about her. She was a part of the War for Independence on Side 3. According to Nanai's data, she isn't as strong of a new type as Lala, but she does have the ability to recognize 36 targets at the same time, and that is because the simulator could only handle 36. She possibly could handle more. Haman and Ilya will take on the Tusche Schwarz and Yayoi, while Natalie and Andy goes to meet with the moderates to retrieve the evidence that will implicate Enzo. Gerard and Char will go to capture Enzo himself. Ricardo feels left out, but Char reminds him that he is the leader of the moderate mobile suit team back on Axis. The Axis team is currently on standby and awaiting launch. They plan for an attack at 2300 hours. Later at that time, the operation begins. Natalie travels with Char and his Gelgug. Enzo notices Char launching and sends out Yayoi. Ricardo and his team also launch. One man heads out too far and gets picked off by Yayoi. Haman comes in and takes her on. She realizes that Yayoi has so many bits. Ilya notes that the bits are quite faster than their last battle. Unlike last time, the pilot now knows what she is actually doing. Char, Natalie, and Gerard meet with Jeremy and the moderates. They inform him of Enzo's location. Natalie suggests that they use the air ducts. They don't seem to have another choice, unless they want to get some jetpacks and go out for a spacewalk. The moderates must try to distract the hardliners. While they do this, Natalie meets with Ensign Jessica regarding the evidence. She notes that he said that he left a clue, but she doesn't know where. Natalie suggests checking the secret network designed only for the Admiral and Minerva. She was able to find that Heinz indeed did leave something for them. Natalie and Andy go to search Heinz's old room. The hardliners are trying to get Irene to help them, but she is ordered to always be by Minerva's side. Things seem to be taking a turn for the worse for Maharaja. Explosions go off near W Block. The moderates are distracting the hardliners. Char and Gerard are sneaking around above the Enzo faction. Enzo is getting tired, but one of his men tells him to get some rest, and he takes over command. Now is their time to move. Natalie put up a loop on the security cameras so they won't be seen. They enter Heinz's room to find nothing, just like Jessica told them. However, Natalie thinks something is behind the mirror. Haman and Yayoi have a bit battle. Bit battle, bitch. Bit battle, bitch. One by one, Haman's bits go down. She only has 1 bit remaining. Even with just 1 bit, she continues on fighting. Enzo's man, Dario, notices that something is wrong in C Block. The security cameras don't match the response they are getting. He realizes that there is a rat amongst them. He goes to inform Enzo of the situation. He opens the door to find Gerard pointing a gun at Enzo and Char pointing a gun right at Dario. And that will do it for this episode. The coup may be ending now that Enzo is captured, but the majority of the people seem to have a desire to fight for independence that sticks with Axis till the very end. Peace seems to be in the past. Next time, we will conclude Char's deleted affair. Natalie will confront Haman about her relationship with Char, which ultimately changes her forever, so much so that Char bails on Axis. But that will do it for now, new types. Even in Universal Century, on an asteroid in space, you could still sneak through the air ducts. It works every time. Peace.